coming back with another video. So today I'm excited. I'm always excited, but today I'm excited because I am currently 4 years natural and 4.5 years post relaxer. Holler. Like always, I must dap myself up, okay, and do a little bit of happy dance. For real, I'm excited to have reached this milestone. So obviously there's been quite a bit of a change going on with Miss Fro. She is much shorter. Check it out, y'all. I'm digging it. I'm digging her. Okay. So if you don't remember, in my 4-year post relaxer update, I was talking about how I was feeling like I didn't really want to grow my hair out any longer, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do, and I was saying that I may or may not be cutting here or there, so don't be shocked if it's like longer 1 minute and then shorter the next and longer the next, stuff like that. So obviously I have been playing around with the scissors, but the 100% reasoning behind me constantly cutting my hair at this point is not just because I desired shorter hair. I'm actually going through some medical things right now that is actually causing me to have to kind of cut my hair. So that's what I want to update you on as of today. So if you've been following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my blog, and even Google+, well, Google+ is not letting me update anymore, so I really haven't like posted updates there. But if you've been following me on my other social media platforms, I was letting everybody know that I found out that I was anemic, and I have like an iron deficiency anemia going on, and it has been devastating to deal with my hair. Like, I'm gonna try not to get emotional in this video because it is really tough to kind of talk about. So you may know that when I was pregnant with both my boys, I developed high blood pressure. I had preeclampsia with Gabriel, and he was born 2 months premature. With Micah, I was able to go full term, but I developed the high blood pressure issue at the end of my pregnancy. Well, I had it the whole time, but it started to like escalate right at the end of my pregnancy. So I have been in the doctor's like office a lot, and it became very exhausting with the follow-ups and the constant needs for medication and the side effects from the medication and stuff like that. So for a long time, like, I was in somebody's doctor's office, and I got to a point to where I got tired of it, and I took like a 2-year break from going to the doctor, which is a huge mistake. Like, I do not recommend anyone taking that much time off of, you know, getting your annual checkups and stuff like that. But honestly, I just was over it. I did not want to see a doctor like for a while. I basically took a vacation from the doctor, like a hiatus, and you know, my diet had changed. I currently don't eat meat anymore other than a couple types of seafood, and I'm actually struggling with that. Right now my diet is kind of like vegetarian, kind of pescatarian. I don't even know, like, it's just crazy right now. I found out that I was borderline anemic back in like last November, I believe, but we thought that we could kind of correct it with like diet and stuff like that, and turns out that that didn't really help. I wasn't necessarily eating the best that I should have been, so I may or may not have been able to correct it by diet alone, but I failed. In the spring, like when I went back to get like my blood work, because you know how you have to have follow-ups and stuff like that, it's just a whole other thing, okay? My blood work came back like saying that my iron saturation was a 4 and my hemoglobin was like a 9 or something like that. So my iron levels and, you know, I guess my iron saturation levels, whatever all that means, was really low. And before knowing anything really about anemia, I didn't really know that I was having symptoms for like ever. Now everybody's different when it comes to, you know, symptoms and side effects of having low iron saturation and iron deficiency and stuff like that. For me, it was being extremely exhausted, like tired all the time. No matter how much rest I would get, I would be falling out in the middle of the day. My muscles and joints became really weak and really fragile. I jacked my knee up and everything. My appetite was terrible. I didn't really want to eat anything. I would just go with a little bit of something in the morning and then not really eat really too much of anything until late at night. Like, I was just not hungry. I didn't really have the energy or the desire to really do anything. Like, I was just kind of going along with the day, and just, I was hot all the time, sweating and just uncomfortable. My mood was all over the place. My cycles were crazy, you know, heavy cycles and stuff like that. I started to get pale, and you know, it's interesting because I'm kind of like brown caramelish color, so I would just wake up in the morning, and you know, throughout the day I would look at like my legs and stuff, and I would just be like, why am I so pale? And you know, I just thought maybe I needed some sun, but no, Paleness is a symptom of anemia. Also, my heartbeat was crazy. Like, it would just be really, really fast, like out of nowhere, and I would just be sitting still and my heart rate would just go up and I would be out of breath for no reason. Like, it was crazy. Like, there was so many things that I was dealing with. I didn't have any cravings like for ice or I guess like things like chalk and stuff like that. I know that some people have cravings when they are iron deficient. So my doctor was really concerned with my iron saturation being like at a level 4. Obviously, it can't really go much lower than that without you, you know, I guess having to get iron transfusions and blood transfusions and stuff like that. So she was really, really concerned, and she actually wanted me to try the iron infusions or the injections and whatnot. I'm not really sure of like all the terminology and stuff, but she wanted me to go that route. But I'm very, very weary when it comes to getting treatments and stuff like that. I don't like to take medication. There have been times when I blacked out from medications and stuff like that and like fainted and fallen out and all that stuff. So I'm very, very hesitant to go, you know, I guess the drug way. So initially she wanted me to start there, but we had come to the agreement that maybe I should try to start iron pills first because that route seemed a bit less invasive and something a bit more commonly used. So we decided to try that, and the iron pills that I had were nothing spectacular. They weren't like a high dose or anything like that. But I would say, like, literally, I took them for 4 days and my hair started falling out like crazy. Like, it was the scariest thing. I had no idea what was going on. I'm, you know, having a wash day and I'm just over the tub and hair is just coming out like a lot. I just remember being in there and just constantly pulling out hair. And y'all know I don't use like combs and stuff. Like, I'm not hard on my hair at all. I'm very, very gentle with my hair. So I wasn't doing anything different. And I could just kind of just touch it and it would just be hairs after hairs after hairs. And the tub was disgusting. So I freaked out. And again, the only change that I had made at that point was starting the iron pills that she had given me. So, you know, I talked to her and I was like, look, I think I need to stop. I had to stop taking those specific iron pills and we had to try to figure out something else. So she sent me to a hematologist, and the hematologist thought that maybe my cycles, like my monthly cycles, was causing me to be anemic. She then wanted me to go see the gynecologist to see if we could start treating that, to see if that could help, you know, bring my iron saturation levels back up and my hemoglobin and stuff like that back up. So that's where we're at right now. In the meantime, I did start taking a more natural iron supplement from Andrew Lessman. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of his vitamins, and you know, I always have great results with his products. And I didn't even know that he had an iron pill until like a couple months ago. And if I had known that he had an iron pill, I would have started taking them back in November when I found out that, you know, I may be anemic. So let's see. I'm currently taking these iron pills from Andrew Lessman, and my last blood work came back that my levels had started to go back up. It was very slight, but I had just started taking those. So the doctor wants to see how these are going to work, and you know, I don't have any follow-ups until September to actually see what's going on. I'm hoping and I'm praying that these are working for me, and that, you know, along with diet changes and stuff like that that I've been making, that's helping, and I'll have great numbers in September. Pray for me, y'all. Alright, so as far as my hair and why it's so short, once again, after I started taking the iron pills that, you know, the doctor gave me, my hair just started to fall out at the most rapid rate that I haven't seen or experienced ever since having postpartum shedding. And it is a very scary situation to be in right now because it feels like it's just not going to stop. It thinned out a lot, and it also like felt different. Like, it almost felt like at my lowest numbers, like when my iron was the lowest, I guess it almost felt like my hair was just affected health-wise. Like, it didn't even feel the same. I clarified my hair with a sulfate shampoo. I use sulfate-free shampoos. I tried apple cider vinegar rinses, stuff like that, just in case maybe I had, you know, silicone buildup or something, but that wasn't it at all. It was almost as if my body just started rejecting caring for my hair. Like, the nutrients were just not making it up here for some reason. So like I mentioned on social media, what I've been trying to do is try to keep my hair looking as decent as possible while it's shedding out, because by me having finer hair and, you know, with my stretch styles already looking very, very fine to begin with, to have massive shedding on top of that and to have length associated with that is just, it's not really a good look on me. So I just don't have that, I don't have enough density to pull that off. So for me, shorter hair at this point is just a better option. I'm pretty sure there are ladies and gentlemen out there who have a very similar hair type where it's really, really tightly coiled and the shrinkage is like beyond, okay? So when you have excessive shedding going on with very, very tightly coiled hair, knots and tangles are just the worst. Like, it is a hassle. It was taking me so long to just co-wash and, you know, detangle with my fingers and whatnot, whatever, even using a comb at times, y'all. Like, I had to bust out the comb and it was still taking me hours. That pretty much helped spark me cutting my hair initially. After I did my cut in May, I was hoping that the shedding would let up over the next couple months and stuff like that, but honestly, y'all, it is like, it hasn't really let up. There are times when I wash my hair and it appears to be less bad during the wash, and then when I go to like set my hair, like that feeling of, okay, it's getting better, and then to go to see, you know, it coming out when I'm trying to set my hair, whether it's in twist or, you know, even just applying my product, that whole feeling is just, it's just the worst. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like washing my hair right now. Like, I'm terrified to wash my hair right now. I'm getting a bit emotional right now because, again, this is like really, really tough for me to be dealing with, and I don't really know what else to do other than wait it out. Yeah, but my wash days right now, I don't even want to do my hair. Like, I just want to just leave it alone. And y'all know that I really can't do that because my scalp is sensitive and I have to wash it a couple times a week. So I'm like forced to do something with my hair, and forced to re-see what's going on and what's coming out a couple times a week. And it's been tough. So that's a huge reason why there haven't been any like hair tutorials and stuff like that, because y'all, I would be crying in my videos. Like, it would not even be, it would just be a mess. I would be bawling my eyes out in the video, washing my hair or styling it and whatnot, and I'm just trying to work up the courage to re-record hair tutorials. I know I said that I want to do a wash and go video, and I have been like so close to like recording it, and then I have a wash day before I record and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just can't right now. I'm just not there right now. But we'll get there. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to post this video, but I actually cut my hair yesterday, and I decided to cut it really short in the back. Finally, like, I finally got the nerve to just go for it. I needed something different. I also needed to even up some things that I jacked up in May. When I cut it in May, I was literally very emotional, and it was a spare moment, and I was angry, and it took me forever. It was late, and you know, I could have did a better job. But I always knew that I had to keep my shrinkage in mind. So every time I cut my hair or trim my hair, I'm always mindful of how much my hair shrinks. So it was really difficult for me to decide exactly what length I wanted to go for, and, you know, trying to calculate, okay, well, if I go this length, how short is it going to be when it's fully dried and stuff like that. Some people can wash and dry their hair and then, you know, kind of see how it falls and then cut it that way. For me, when I wash and dry, like let my hair air dry or sit under the dryer and whatnot, it is so tight. Like, there is really no way to cut it, like, unless you are going to chop it all off. Because if I was to go and try to cut my hair right now, it just would never really work. It would never ever work right. For instance, I'm not pulling this full out. It actually is still fairly long in certain spots. But for example, if I was to cut off what looks like, oh, a 1/4 inch. When I go to stretch this section out, it's way longer than a 1/4 inch. So I had to like figure out exactly what I wanted to do. But right now, the very back of my hair is about 7 inches. And then it goes up to maybe like 8-ish, maybe 8.5 here. And then it's like 9-ish and then 10-ish. Stuff like that. So you can see that if I pull down the very, very back, it's hitting like about here, somewhere around here. The top is still shrinking really, really flat, and It's actually not as long as it should be. It grows really slow up here, and again, I'm going through a lot of shedding up here right now, so I'm going to try to grow the top of my hair out a little bit longer. So honestly, I love the way my hair looks in its wash and go right now. I think it looks really, really cool. So let me know what y'all think. Hopefully y'all like it. So at this point, I'm not focused on how long my hair is. I am going to be keeping it short for quite a while, but I am concerned about thickening my hair back up and like growing it back in, like, you know, to get the density back where it should be. So right now I am using Jamaican black castor oil. I just ordered this a couple weeks ago and I've been using it a couple times a week, and I actually really like this. It really does work for like my dry scalp. I haven't really noticed any thickening yet. I mean, it's only been a couple weeks, so I'm not really going to see too much there. I do know that with castor oil, sometimes your hair has to shed out before it can grow back in. There's, you know, a lot of people experience some shedding with castor oil. So, I mean, I guess it can't be any worse than the shedding that I'm already going through. Y'all, this whole thing is just, I don't know anymore. As far as hair growth vitamins, I haven't done anything there other than MSM. The MSM that I was already taking anyways, I was taking these once a day for like my joints and stuff, and I had said that I wasn't sure if it was helping with thickening my hair and helping my skin, but I will say that I think these definitely have helped, because when I look back, like again, when I first started taking these and then my skin started having less issues and my hair was thicker before it started falling out from the iron. It was thicker and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm still taking these, and I'm taking 2 a day now. Andrew Lessman also has some hair, skin, and nails vitamins that has like a ton of biotin in it, but I haven't tried those out yet, but I may try to do, you know, something like that. Other than that, I've been trying to incorporate way more vegetables in my diet, as well as fruits and beans and nuts and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot better with my diet. So hopefully all of this in the end helps. And above all of this, the only one who can really fix this is Jesus. So I have just been trying to pray this stuff out, hoping and believing that moving forward things will get a lot better. So alright, so I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention something in this video, but I know that this video is going to be so long, so I apologize for that. But I definitely want to come on here and, you know, update you as to what's been going on, as well as sharing some of the things that I'm thinking about doing for this issue. But I appreciate all of your prayers and all of your suggestions. It's really helpful, and you guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. If so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you very soon in another one. Take care.
Be sure to check out my channel homepage for lots more to watch. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Have a great day.